Hi there, I'm Brianna Stevens, and are you looking to buy or sell a home? Keep it simple and sell with Stevens.
You have to have harmony in music as well as in real estate transactions. Let us make real estate music together.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We have 2 locations at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Parkersburg High School Fieldhouse, where we've got boys basketball for you tonight as the homestanding PHS Big Reds at 4-12 on the season. Welcome the 12-1 George Washington Patriots, ranked number 2 in the West Virginia AP basketball poll at the beginning of the week, but the Patriots are coming in off a loss to rival South Charleston just a couple nights ago, 56-51. Brian Guthrie here, Joe Oliverio alongside. I always wonder if I'm in the right place for the game in the area tonight. Usually I base it off Jay Bennett. If Jay Bennett from the paper's here, I'm in the right place. But Jay is over there. Another way to guess if you're in the right place is if the other coaches from teams that aren't even playing are here.
That's right.
Coach Fallon and Coach Leach from Parkersburg South here because they want to get a good look at George Washington tonight.
I'm sure they're looking. They've got their notebooks ready to go, sitting there atop the Quad A range there. So I would imagine a lot of note-taking going to happen tonight.
Sure. Yeah, they've already played PHS twice, so the Big Reds are not who they're worried about. They want to see those Patriots from George Washington. As I mentioned, 12-1 under head coach Rick Green have run through everybody. But again, coming off that loss to South Charleston, had the lead going into the fourth but could not hang on to it. Brendan Hoffman led the way with 28 points and 7 boards for the Patriots. But this is a team with lofty aspirations, along with Morgantown and Parkersburg South, prohibited favorite to be in the finals for Quad A.
Well, you always know Morgantown's going to put a team out there that's going to be interesting to see coming out of the university community. So look forward to see what tonight holds. And, you know, talking to Coach Green before the game, you know, we're 13, 14 games into the season. He's got a young squad, pretty spaced out between a number of seniors, juniors, sophomores, even has a couple freshmen playing varsity ball. But as he says, 14 games into the season, nobody's new. So they're ready to take it to court. And I would imagine Parkersburg still kind of living for, hey, there's always postseason to try to strive for. So let's don't take their 4-12 record unnoticed here.
Yeah, you mentioned the juniors and seniors on that George Washington, and they were the 2021 champions, Morgantown the 22 champions. So these guys have been to the top of the mountain, so to speak. So they know what it takes to get there. As you mentioned, PHS 4-12, but once you get to the playoffs, all bets are off because it's win or go home.
And maybe some of that senior leadership coming out of Parkersburg High, the Big Reds, 4 seniors, 7 juniors. I'm sure those seniors don't want to go out on a losing note, so they'll probably give it everything they've got in order to try to do this.
We've seen some very good play from Parkersburg this year, but a lot of times that just hasn't been enough for them. Of course, they have been blown out a couple times. We've seen them blown out by South twice. We saw them play a very feisty Belpre team here at the Fieldhouse that they pulled out the 74-63 win, but 3 straight losses since then. South Charleston, Lindsley up in Wheeling, and then most recently Capital. But that Capital game, the Cougars had a lot riding on that when they retired L.B. Booker's jersey. If you remember the name L.B. Booker, he was a state champ for them in 2000 and 2001 and is often regarded as the best player in Capital Cougar history, which is – that's a badge of honor if they're putting that on you.
Having refed in that place, Capital usually had the fans cranking. Coach had his things going, and it was just an exciting place. You knew that you were going to get the best out of everybody.
But a 56-51 to Capital on the 24th. What really doomed the Big Reds, 0% from three-point.
Oh.
Missed them all, and you can't do that.
That's consistency that's on the negative factor.
They out-rebounded the Cougars, shot 40% from the floor, but took the goose egg from long distance. Hey, we're getting ready for the Big Reds and the Patriots here at the Fieldhouse. We'll step aside for this timeout, get you back and ready for lineups and tip-off. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation right here on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
You don't have to go back to the dealer or travel hours to get professional maintenance and repair for your foreign auto. Cornerstone Auto Service is fully equipped with dealer-level equipment and the expertise to provide you with the same quality repairs you receive from the dealer at a fraction of the cost. From expert diagnostics to routine maintenance, Cornerstone provides honest answers and quality service. Professional, reliable, affordable. That's the team at Cornerstone Auto Service, Camden Avenue, Parkersburg.
At iTech Technology Solutions in Parkersburg, we provide the equipment and services to help businesses work better. One of the ways is with advanced alarm technologies. We've been helping businesses, schools, churches, and homes stay safe and secure since 1996. From video monitoring and access control to burglary and fire protection, iTech Advanced Alarm Technologies can keep your property and, more importantly, your people safe and secure. Call us today and find out how iTech and Advanced Alarm Technologies can customize a security solution for you.
Do you want to get the most for your money? Of course you do. Now open, Smith & Company Vintage Market is where you need to shop. Here you'll find antiques, collectibles, handmade items, home decor, unique gifts, and so much more. Smith & Company Vintage Market, a charming blend of old and new. 1301 Colgate Drive, Marietta, now open Tuesday through Saturday 10 to 6 and Sundays 11 to 4. Don't buy retail, buy resale. Smith & Company Vintage Market. You won't be disappointed.
A new year brings new deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports. Our showroom is packed with new and used inventory with deals you won't want to miss, plus all the gear, apparel, and accessories you need to ride in style, safety, and comfort. Does your current bike or buggy need service? Our certified technicians will get you back on the road, trail, or farm in top shape. Stop in today and check out our massive inventory and shop all the New Year's deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports, your one-stop shop for all things power sports. Follow us on Facebook for inventory and store updates. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Honest Fred's Flooring, your home for quality flooring at a fair price. We know shopping for flooring can be stressful, so you can count on us for an honest deal and a stress-free shopping experience. Whatever your flooring needs, rest assured we have the flooring that's right for your lifestyle. And Honest Fred's is with you every step of the way, from consultation to installation. You'll get the flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Shop Honest Fred's, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer, or visit us online at honestfreds.com.
Two Chucks in a Truck HVAC companies are a dime a dozen, but there's one that's been around over 60 years, Morrison Incorporated. High-pressure sales tactics, bogus equipment repairs, offers you know are too good to be true? That's not our style. As the Mid-Ohio Valley's factory-authorized Bryant dealer, we respect our customers, we value your business, and we guarantee our work. May seem an old-fashioned way to do business, but it's worked for Morrison since 1961. Always ready to do whatever it takes. That's Morrison Incorporated.
Whether you need a complete makeover or just some finishing touches, Almost Heaven Hair, Nails, and Tanning in Parkersburg can have you looking your best. We now have unlimited tanning packages so you can keep that summer glow all year long. If you're pressed for time, we can also do spray tans. Plus, we still have all the services you've come to love, like hairstyling, manicures, pedicures, teeth whitening, and more. Call for an appointment today. Visit us on Facebook or just stop by. Almost Heaven, Hair, Nails, and Tanning. Rosemar Road in Parkersburg, your full-service salon.
Back here at the Fieldhouse as George Washington getting there. Starting lineup announced here. 25, Lucas Deem, a 6'1 junior. Noah Lewis, number 5, a 6'6 freshman. Number 10, Dawson Lunsford, a 6'2 junior. 11 is Brendan Hoffman, a 6'3 senior. And 33, Ben Nickel, a 6'7 senior. Joe, these guys are tall.
They are tall, and Ben Nickel was a first-team All-State player last year, so he's coming back, for his senior year with some great experience from last year being All-State. So we'll see what he does in the post.
Didn't jump into the portal.
No, he
Just
did not.
came back for his senior year. Big Reds will come down the red carpet. Quavon Cyrus starts the starting lineup. Tremendous athlete. You wouldn't think he could block a shot, being just over 6 feet. But man, can jump out of the building. Austin Fleming, all kinds of an athlete, fantastic football player. Casey Stanley, he's the kicker for the football team, also a pretty good shooter. Another senior, David Parsons, number 5.
He's a 5'11" sophomore, number 25.
And 25, Nate Rodriguez, for a sophomore, has handles that are unreal.
Fantastic. We have sophomores starting over on the Big Reds. We've got a freshman starting over on the Patriots.
Let's play some basketball.
The Big Reds are going to have to keep this one as close as they can for as long as they can. The Big Reds, however, we've seen in the last, in previous games, they can be sucked into a tempo. If you decide you want to run, hey, we'll run with you.
Run with you. Be
and
careful.
it never works out really well.
I tell you, the opening kind of ceremonies. You had the ROTC come out with the flag, colors. Red Wings were doing the sign language, the national anthem. The Big Red Indian was out. Officiating crew tonight: Dash McNeil, David Bowles, and Larry Ryan, all 3 quality state tournament officials many, many times.
Lewis and Cyrus to jump at midcourt, and we are underway, controlled by the Big Reds. And Nate Rodriguez will bring it across midcourt to get things underway here at the field house. Big Reds will work it around the circle back to Rodriguez. Cyrus out top, long 3, and short. Rebound goes to Nickel right out of the gate.
Did kind of that double fake, like, do I take it? No, I better not.
Hoffman goes into the corner to Lunsford, out top to Nickel. He will launch the long 3, and that one goes in.
One goes in.
Nickel only with 6 points in their loss to South Charleston earlier in the week.
And as you were saying, they had that going into the 4th quarter, right?
Yep. Rodriguez out between the circles. Parsons trying to come out and set a screen. Good guarding by Deem. Nice drop pass underneath to Cyrus, but he is blocked, and the Patriots come away with it. Nickel trying to get around Casey Stanley. Nice fire pass into the corner to Deem. That is off the mark. Tipped out by a...
Coming our way.
Woo. What do we do?
Put me in, coach.
Goes out of bounds. I believe Parsons knocked it out of bounds. Fleming couldn't catch up with it. And going to be inbounded right in front of us.
When the TV crew gets the ball and is able to give it to the official, we get an assist?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to mark that
I'll add that
down.
to your check this week. Here's Hoffman drops it underneath the Nickel, but a whistle before the shot.
Too much contact in the post.
It's going to be before the shot?
Yes. I would bet.
David Parsons picks up his first, team's first. If you can hear the PA announcer and he sounds familiar, that's because it's head football coach Matt Kimes filling in tonight on the PA.
Matt's the football coach, but he was a heck of a little basketball player over here in his days too.
Inbound stolen by Fleming.
Dish it off.
To Stanley in the corner. 3 on the way, and he hits it. Casey Stanley ties us up at 3 at 6.5 left in the first.
Kind of interesting with the size on both of these squads. They're taking 3s out here.
Yeah. Hoffman literally pushes Quavon Cyrus into the front court to set up this Patriot offense. He'll curl it all the way to the basket, off glass, no good, but whistled. And I believe Austin Fleming is going to pick up his first foul.
Big Reds fouls on Austin Fleming,
His first, team second. And we'll put Brendan Hoffman on the line for the first time tonight. Misses the first one.
Hoffman's an 80% free throw shooter, so got the second one to drop for him.
4-3 Patriots. Rodriguez to Parsons. Parsons cuts one loose for three, and he hits it. Already two for three, so the Big Reds are already shooting better from three-point range than they did last game. All three shots taken by the Big Reds tonight have been three-pointers.
Into the freshman.
Lewis turnaround off glass, not there. Fleming gets the rebound and bounces it off Hoffman, and it stays with the Big Reds. 6-4 Parkersburg here early in the first.
Parsons to inbound. They're going to give it to Rodriguez to bring it up. Looks like they're talking through the play.
What are you seeing defensively? Staying man-to-man pretty much?
Man pretty much, and jamming up that post.
Rodriguez shook his man. Jumper in and out, no good. Deem with the rebound. Sweet move from Rodriguez, though, to get loose for the shot. Here's Nickel. Thought about the three. Instead, will drive in, mid-range jumper, and he hits it. Ben Nickel has 5 of 6 for the Patriots as we cross the 5-minute mark. Quavon Cyrus wide open for three, and he'll hit it. It's raining threes for the Big Reds tonight, and it's 9-6.
Guess the weather's outside's cold, but not inside here. Able to pull up.
Hoffman with a nice drive, hits his first field goal tonight. Cuts the lead back to 1. Rodriguez slowing it down. Big Reds have a deep bench, but
Hoffman's going to pick up his first foul. A little push off on that screen and cutter.
Coach Green over there not terribly thrilled with that call. Ashton Goot, number 23, will check in as Brendan Hoffman will check out.
Coach Green looks at him, looks at Hoffman like, what are you doing? I think I need a little coaching over there.
Fleming out top. Over to Rodriguez, into the corner to Parsons. He'll pull the trigger again. This one's a little off the mark, and rebounded by Lunsford for the Patriots. Nickel will bring it up the floor against Casey Stanley. Stanley must have drawn the short straw to draw guard, and Ben Nickel tries to sell the charge. He's not going to get it, and Nickel will lay it up and in. He's got 7. Stanley for 3. That is off the mark. Flying putback from Stanley is not, or from Fleming's not there, but foul. I don't think they adjusted the score yet. Goot will pick up his first, team second, 10-9 in favor of the Patriots, but Casey Stanley to the line and shoot 1 and 1, has a triple tonight. Or excuse me, yeah, shooting 2.
It's 2. Big Reds 1 for 1 from the free throw lane.
Andrew Stallnaker will check in for the Big Reds. And I believe Parsons to the bench. Shorted that one and he knew it, so he followed it in. Big Reds. Nice pass underneath to Stallnaker, and he lays it up and in. Just checked in. Andrew Stallnaker, the junior, and he gets the bucket. And it's 12-10 Big Reds. Goot brings it up the floor.
Small in stature, but looks like he's running.
Deem for 3, and he drains that one. Lucas Deem, his first bucket of the game. Puts Patriots back up 1. Here's a floater from Stanley, high off glass, not there, but Fleming with the rebound, and a foul is going to go on, I believe, Austin Fleming. Yep, his second.
Probably the reason he got that rebound was pushing that player out of the way. Knows Hoffman's coming back in, so he'll probably bring the ball up.
Austin Fleming and Quavon Cyrus head to the bench as Trey Wilson and David Parsons both check in. For the Big Reds, 13-12, George Washington, as we're under 3 to go here in the opening frame. Hoffman to Nickel. Drops it down underneath to Lewis, has it knocked away, but collects it back in front of his own bench. Out to Nickel. Hits his man in the corner. That is off the mark from Deem. Long rebound tracked down by Lewis, and GW keeps the ball. Goot will fire the 3, and he hits all net. Ashton Goot hits a triple.
And the lead Lewis came away with like 3 rebounds in that series. Kept the ball alive for Patriots.
GW lead out to 4 now. Parsons from way downtown, and he hits that one. 2 triples for David Parsons and cuts the lead to 1. I would say the three-point shooting much better tonight.
Oh,
Nickel from the parking
Nickel
lot.
try to match that one.
Shorted it
from the coaching box.
And a whistle on the Patriots. Noah Lewis will pick up his first, team's third, as Quavon Cyrus checks back in for Casey Stanley. And we'll see Brandon Dennison for the first time tonight as Noah Lewis heads out. Also checking in,
as well as
Chuck Kelly for Lucas Deem.
3 team fouls both ways right now, so fairly clean first quarter. Just under 2 minutes.
What do you like, what do you don't like so far?
I like the fact they're launching 3s.
Stolnicker, nice pass to Wilson, but he lost the handle, and it'll be GW basketball.
You don't get a lot of fouls in the post when you're shooting outside the arc. So, and for a while they were falling.
Hoffman kicks out to Goot, over to Nickel. Into the corner. Drive underneath and a loose basketball, and the Big Reds will come away with it. Rodriguez pushes it up the floor. Parsons in the corner. Trying to spin around Nickel, not going to find it.
No.
Nope, he's too good for that one.
He didn't even take the bait on that one.
Parsons for a long 3, and he hits another one. David Parsons has 9 all from behind the arc tonight.
3 threes. Big Reds take the lead on that basket too. I think that's their first lead.
And it's Parsons could not get Nickel shook. Wait until the switch, and got a guy that he liked. He got a matchup he liked better.
And then he figured, I'm just going to go out there beyond the arc.
Goot will check out. Dawson Lunsford will check back in for the Patriots as the ball is poked out in front of the Big Red bench. Stays with GW. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Entertaining thus far. And the Big Reds lead by 2. Hoffman couldn't get it to go. Follows a shot. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Lunsford. He can't get it to go. And now a whistle. And I believe that's going to go on Hoffman.
Hoffman's going to, he's going to pick up his second one. Coach Green's like, why are you fouling 90 feet away from the basket?
Coach Green is not happy with him at all. So Goot will check back in, and Hoffman is going to have a sit. And he's still getting an earful.
And you notice he didn't take that second seat, coach, to the bench. He kind of, last time he did.
Take Young as far away as I can
figured if I could go, there's not one at the end. That's going to be
Stolnicker drives and draws the contact. The foul's going to be on Dennison, and Dennison's a little slow to get up as Stolnicker went in high with a high-flying knee. 5 team fouls in this quarter for GW, and it's going to put Andrew Stolnicker on the line to shoot 2. The Big Reds have played well in this opening quarter. And just as I say that, he misses a free throw.
He misses. Second one short as well. Big Reds 1 of 4.
Missed them both. Here's Lunsford out top. Over to Goot. Goot
he thought
finds some
it.
room, shorts it. Rebound by Kelly. And Kelly gets it to go in. 5'10 freshman, his first bucket of the game. The waning moments of the first quarter as we're tied at 18. Rodriguez trying to find some space to Trey Wilson. Loose basketball and no shot.
No shot.
And that's how the quarter will end. We're knotted at 18 after one here at the Fieldhouse. Parkersburg and George Washington, you're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Lawn Mediation on CAS 45.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
George Washington coming off their first loss of the season 2 nights ago in South Charleston, 56-51 to the Black Eagles, trying not to drop 2 in a row, but they are in a dogfight here at the Fieldhouse, 18-all after 1.
Same way. PHS lost 5 points to Capital this week, and they're trying for a victory. And right now, like you say, we're all knotted up.
Nickel fakes the shot, drives the lane, pull-up jumper is good.
His 9th point.
If you can have a quiet 9.
Unlike David Parsons for PHS, he's got a loud 9.
He's got a noisy 9, yeah. Lunsford picks up a loose basketball jumper from the elbow, in and out, no good, and Stolniker will collect it for the Big Reds. And Rodriguez is going to push it down the floor. Trying to work with tempo here. Turnaround, in and out, no good, collected by Dennison. Goot pushes it up the floor for the Patriots.
Neither team's being very methodical bringing the ball up.
No.
They're just getting a rebound and taking off. A lot of motion in the lane.
Here's Nickel trying to get Quavon Cyrus in the air. He won't bite.
He wouldn't bite.
But finds Goot on a little backdoor cut. And Ashton Goot has 5, and Coach Chrislip wants a timeout. First timeout of the game for the Big Reds tonight at 18-all. So our thanks, by the way, to DeCarlo's Pizza, Grand Central Avenue in Vienna for feeding the crew tonight. Another fantastic job. We had some pizza, had some deep fried Oreos.
My first deep fried Oreo.
Yeah?
That was to die for. might have to do another one of these games when the Oreos are coming about.
Well, we get a pepperoni pizza, which is fabulous on its own.
Right.
And then we get one of the loaded ones, and you want to talk about an experience. It's something else.
And speaking of experience, on this timeout, we look over on the far corner. You got a lot of PHS administrative royalty over there.
Oh, yeah?
I see Mike Hayden. I see Coach Buddy James. I see Jim Hamrick. Father George Neediff over there, all-state wrestler from Parkersburg High. So they've got, looks like that's men's row over there.
There's a VIP section.
Or maybe that's the group that goes to Hardee's in the morning and solves all the problems of the world.
Over a newspaper and a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
So quick 4 from GW in the first minute of this second quarter has them out to a 22-18 lead.
So let's see which Coach Chrislip comes out of that timeout with there. Is it
Rodriguez, Parsons, now Matthew Stolniker on the floor with Casey Stanley and Austin Fleming for the Big Reds. Parsons knocks Goot to the floor, and that's going to be a foul, and Goot knew it. Parsons, his second.
Big Reds fouls on David Parsons. That's his second.
Team foul number 4.
Parsons trying to get the official to explain what he did. But, when you extend that right forearm, moving forward.
Goot, Nickel, Lunsford, Dennison, and Kelly. Your 5 Patriots on the floor. Nice backdoor pass, but a charge. It's going to go on Dennison. Brandon Dennison's his second. And that's team foul 6.
Noah Lewis will come back in the game.
As Dennison with his 2 fouls, not getting quite the earful that Hoffman got when he picked up his 2nd foul.
Oh, in fact.
Parsons has been hot from 3. Goes out to Fleming. Fleming drives the lane, off glass and good. Austin Fleming, his first bucket of the game.
You notice Hoffman's even moved further down the bench after that last timeout.
In the corner to Lunsford, and he hits the 3.
Picks up his first basket, which is a 3.
Sends the lead back out to 5. Here's Parsons working on Nickel, trying to get some space, draws a double team, has to get rid of it.
Saw Stoniger underneath open for a minute while they were trying to switch coverages.
Rodriguez will reset it between the circles. Getting his instructions from Coach Chrislip. Now they'll start up the offense. Here's Fleming, wanted Parsons cutting the baseline, but he's not there.
There he is again.
Spin from Fleming, high off glass, won't go, and Nickel will have the rebound for the Patriots. 5-point lead for George Washington is Nickel. He will find the baseline man, but that's going to
travel.
Foul or travel? It is a travel as Chuck Kelly took too many steps. Quavon Cyrus back in, Casey Stanley to the chairs. Beautiful pass that we're seeing.
That was nice. In fact, I don't think he was ready for that pass. I think he thought Nickel was just going to keep driving to the basket. And all of a sudden it was like, there's the ball to me.
There's another cut on the baseline. Quavon Cyrus has his shot blocked by Noah Lewis.
Whoa.
But the Big Reds keep it. Rodriguez saves it. Quavon Cyrus not used to running into a 6'6" guy under the rim. And Goot picks it off and lays it in. Ashton Goot has 7 off the bench, and the lead is 7 for George Washington. Rodriguez pull-up jumper is too strong. Goot collects the rebound in amongst the trees. And that was an out-of-control pass. Somehow Kelly comes out of it. Lunsford for 3. Banks that one in.
And another timeout, Parkersburg.
Got to stop the bleeding there. You took a timeout when it was 5. Now it's 10.
That's 10. If it gets to 15, you think he'll take another timeout.
A 12-2 quarter so far for George Washington over PHS. Ryan Guthrie and Joe Oliverio courtside here at the Fieldhouse. Back on the air Saturday as we'll be in Marietta to see the Belpre Golden Eagles take on the Marietta Tigers. More boys high school basketball for you as January winds to a close here on CAS 45.
Where are we going to be Saturday?
Marietta.
We're going to be together again, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, three times
in
this
1
week.
3 times.
How
4
about
if
that?
you count the doubleheader, because that was
That's right,
technically
yeah.
2 games.
Man, somebody must love you or hate you.
Agreed. (30-20) out of the timeout. George Washington starting to get a grip on this game. Big Reds can't panic here.
So time
Don't
for
panic.
the PHS selfie. Don't.
Got my old man glasses on too. But the Big Reds can't panic here. You start rushing shots. There's still a lot of game left here.
There is, and that's where I wonder if they'll try to slow it down a little bit and be a little more methodical.
Andrew Stallnaker back in the game as Matthew heads to the bench out of the timeout. Trey Wilson into the game as well for the Big Reds.
So Parsons is going to pull it back out. Looks like they're trying to run a play instead of just throw it around, shoot 3.
Stallnaker will drive in. He'll go off the side of the glass, not even close. Kelly with the rebound. Nickel quickly into the front court, 1-on-3, into the corner to Lunsford. Not there. Loose basketball. Parsons saves it. Excuse me, that was Deem in the corner that pulled the trigger. There's Parsons out top, almost shot it, but Nichols picks the pass. 10-point Patriot lead here. Nickel working against Fleming. Little space to shoot, and he's going to short that one. Falls to Cyrus. David Parsons drives the lane.
Out of control.
Throws up junk, and it doesn't go in.
And not rewarded with a foul call, naturally.
You think he's trying to draw contact, or you think he just
I
there's
think
enough
he just
space
knew
that
he wanted to go through there and thought he could do it.
Nickel checked by Quavon Cyrus between the circles. Nickel trying to get some space. Quavon's in his back pocket. Into the corner to Lewis. Checked by Fleming. Drops it into Nickel. Fleming knocks it away. Loose basketball. Goes with the Big Reds. We'll see Stanley, Rodriguez, and Andrew Stallnaker check in.
That was interesting. I think Lewis thought that it was going to be off of PHS. But
Let it go.
It was really Nickel that hit it, and he just kind of let it go.
Fleming, Parsons, and Cyrus out.
Or maybe he was distracted in that corner.
Cheerleaders down there. Here's Andrew Stallnaker off the screen, out top for the three, off the mark.
You also notice PHS is only getting one shot now.
Quick three on the other end from Lunsford
tipped.
is well short. Kelly keeps the possession alive to Lewis, out to Nickel. Trying to go around Stanley, not there. Nice pass over to Lunsford. Three off the mark, but a foul called as Andrew Stallnaker went just flying into him.
We're going to shoot three when we come through here. Dawson Lunsford will have three.
Andrew Stallnaker's first, team foul number 5. Dawson Lunsford, a couple of three-pointers in this quarter, and now 1 of 1 from the line.
He's a 75% free throw shooter, sitting there at 6 of 8. So now he's 7 of 9, 8 of 10 on the season.
Fleming back in, Trey Wilson out for Parkersburg.
And
Give me all
9 of
3 of
11.
these.
Looked rather confident with those shots,
Just as good as a three-pointer.
compared to like Brendan Hoffman's 53 of 66. So Lunsford went up there with pretty good control.
Fleming got his pocket picked, but keeps hold of it to Stallnaker. Double team, lost
coverage.
the basketball. Fantastic collapse on defense by the Patriots. And now Nickel brings it up the floor. To Deem for 3. Back iron. Rebound Stallnaker. Rodriguez to Fleming in the corner. He'll pull out for 3. And he hits it. Austin Fleming has 5 points in this quarter. Back to 10. And Nickel bowls over Casey Stanley. Stanley still on the floor.
Foul's going to be on Stanley. Then when Stanley falls down, he falls into Stallnaker, who falls down. Nichols falls down.
Parsons and Cyrus back in. Stanley and Stallnaker back out. Coach Chrislip trying to keep some fresh legs on the floor at all times.
Got 16 fouls both ways. We got a bonus going 1 and 1 on the next fouls.
Trying to hit a cutting Nickel and a foul call, and I believe that's going to be on Quavon Cyrus.
Yep.
His first, team 7.
That's going to put Nickel at the line for 1 and 1.
Deem checks out. Goot back in for the Patriots. Ben Nickel, again, a first-team All-Stater last year. 6 points, 5 boards, 5 assists against South Charleston in their loss on Tuesday. Hits the first one.
65% free throw shooter. Makes the first one look easy.
That's 10 points for Nickel.
Second one's up and good.
That's 11 points for Nickel.
11 of 35.
About a minute left here in the opening half. And the lead is ballooned to 12 for George Washington. Parsons out top for 3. Off the mark, but a whistle. Underneath, away from the play. Coach Green from George Washington disagrees. Chuck Kelly picks up his first, team 7th. And that's going to put Austin Fleming on the line to shoot the 1 and 1. Fleming with 5 points all here in the second quarter. Make it 6. I think I heard Coach Green say, be ready for pressure.
Well, you got a minute. Put it all out there right now. Go in and rest.
And no press from the Big Reds. Rodriguez just some token resistance against Goot. I think Coach Chrislip would rather set up the defense behind rather than give up.
And give up a fast break as well as that's going.
Turnaround off glass, no good. Parsons with the rebound. He's signaling to Rodriguez where he wants him to go. And Nate meets the ball right there with 35 seconds on the clock. 10-point George Washington lead. Rodriguez, little shuffle, little shake and bake. Out to Cyrus, and he's going to be called for a travel. Looks like he was going to try and whip it out to Parsons
for three, which would have been nice.
Stallnaker and Stanley back in. Parsons and Cyrus back out. Or excuse me, Cyrus stays in. Fleming comes out.
Lucas Dean coming in for the Patriots. Under 30 seconds here left in the first half.
Chuck Kelly back out.
Nick will bring the ball up again.
Taking their time. Think they're going to try and get something earlier or just run this one down to a last shot. Well, they're moving quick now. Goot to Lewis for 3. It's good. Noah Lewis, 6'6" freshman, hits his first bucket of the game, and it's a three-pointer. Rodriguez quickly the other way. Out to Stallnaker, to the other Stallnaker. As 3 is off the mark at the buzzer, and that is how the first half ends. George Washington 38, Parkersburg 25. A quick timeout. We'll come back, get you some scoring stats. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Lawn Mediation on CAS 45.
I was in a traffic accident. I went from working 70 to 80 hours a week to all of a sudden being stuck with 2 broken legs in a wheelchair. The scariest thing in my life. I thought I was just going to be alone, start losing everything that I've worked so hard for my family. And when I met Jim Staley, he sat me down, we were able to talk, he was very nice, explained to me the process we were going to take and how he was going to be able to help me and my family going forward. And the fact that somebody will fight for you is pretty inspiring.
Have you heard that Colonial House Senior Living in Parkersburg is the fun place to be for senior independent living? Whether it's a large celebration or a small get-together, there is always something to do at Colonial House. We pride ourselves on keeping our residents active and social while maintaining their independence. Call today and schedule your tour, 304-428-6575. Come and see why Colonial House is senior living at its finest. 23rd Street in Parkersburg near PHS.
DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 1403 Grand Central Avenue in Vienna, takes pride in being a local family-owned business dedicated to providing great food and service to your family. Our calzones and pepperoni rolls are the best in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and we offer a full menu of all your favorites: chicken wings, pasta, salads, sandwiches, and desserts. We also offer 7 beer selections on tap. Stop in and play a game of pool or call us for free delivery. At DeCarlo's, your family.
At the half, the field house, it's George Washington 38, Parkersburg 25. PHS hoping to pull an upset on a 12-1 George Washington team that's coming off their only loss of the season from a couple days ago. Scoring from the first half for the PHS Big Reds, David Parsons, 9 points, leading the way for the Big Reds with 3 threes, all in the first quarter. Austin Fleming, 7 points, all in the second quarter. Casey Stanley has 4, Quavon Cyrus has 3, and Andrew Stallnaker has 2. For the George Washington Patriots, first-team All-Stater Ben Nickel, it feels like a quiet 11, but he's got 11. Dawson Lunsford with 9, all in the second quarter. Ashton Goot with 7. Noah Lewis with 3, Brendan Hoffman with 3, Lucas Dean with 3, and Chuck Kelly with 2. And Joe, what we've seen so far is George Washington's, it seems like they can play either fast or slow, whatever you want to do. And PHS, when they start to rush, can't find the bucket.
Can't find the bucket. And then you were also talking, you listed down those scores, 6 3-point shots for PHS, accounting for 18 of their 25 points. So they're not getting anything in the post due to the height of the freshman Lewis, due to nickel, etc. And part of that is just that overall speed that they're trying to play that's just slightly out of control. GW, on the other hand, seems like once they get the rebound, they're hitting an outlet, they're bringing the ball up, they're working it in, but they kick it back out for a 3 as well. So we're not getting many 12-foot jumpers. It's either a mini bucket or a 3. And the other thing we noticed is, I feel like we need to stand here because they're playing country roads. But
it's fine.
Red Wings are dancing the country roads. The cheerleaders just
all is right with the world.
All is right in the world. Mountaineers won the other night. All is well. But what were we saying? The fact that PHS, they called some really quick timeouts, and it seems like when they came out, they really didn't change their style. You and I both thought they'd try to slow it down, get a little more of a definitive shot, but that didn't happen.
There's only a certain amount of aggression that PHS can put out there because, again, they're playing against a much taller, much longer team in George Washington.
And Hoffman has been the quarterback of the basketball team for the Patriots, and he sat most of the second period.
Yeah, after getting a second foul and an earful, he's one of their best players, one of their starters, so missed most of the first half.
If he comes in and has a pretty decent third quarter, we may see this lead start to balloon a little bit, and then it'll be like, okay, is the frustration of Parkersburg come into play here, or are they able to back it back down and be a little more selective with their shots?
We're at the half. George Washington 38, Parkersburg 25. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the third quarter in just a few. You're watching high school basketball, presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
DeCarlo's Pizza, located at 1403 Grand Central Avenue in Vienna, takes pride in being a local family-owned business dedicated to providing great food and service to your family. Our calzones and pepperoni rolls are the best in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and we offer a full menu of all your favorites: chicken wings, pasta, salads, sandwiches, and desserts. We also offer 7 beer selections on tap. Stop in and play a game of pool or call us for free delivery. At DeCarlo's, your family.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
Crown Florals and Gifts is now Crown Decor and Gifts. With the new year, we also have a new name and a huge assortment of new home decor and gift items for you. Our store changes each and every day. The best way to keep up with us is by being our friend on Facebook. This is where you will get the latest news of sales, special offers, free giveaways, new product spotlights, and our dates and times for our wildly popular live bundle deal sales. We'd love to see you soon at Crown Decor and Gifts. Welcome back to your happy place.
This is the Agricultural Sciences program at the Wood County Technical Center. Today we are trying to put together a new irrigation system for our greenhouse. We have the meat lab and we process and butcher our own hogs, which are raised at our houses. They could get into farming, you could get in the veterinary program, you could get into welding, meat processing, just about anything.
Trying to fatten up your piggy bank this year? Choose a CD from One Community Federal Credit Union. With 4% interest for 18 months and a minimum of just $500, your piggy bank gets full faster. One Community Federal Credit Union. We're ready for your future.
Say I love you with Carl's Pawn Shop. If you're looking for a gorgeous engagement ring, a beautiful wedding set that will last a lifetime, or if you want to find that perfect gift for a special occasion, we have you covered. We carry a wide variety of jewelry and designer purses that fit any style at prices that won't break the bank. Our inventory changes daily, so stop by and see what's new.
It's always fun to see what's new at Carl's. Carl's Pawn Shop.
A new year brings new deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports. Our showroom is packed with new and used inventory with deals you won't want to miss, plus all the gear, apparel, and accessories you need to ride in style, safety, and comfort. Does your current bike or buggy need service? Our certified technicians will get you back on the road, trail, or farm in top shape. Stop in today and check out our massive inventory and shop all the New Year's deals at Lemon & Barrett's Power Sports, your one-stop shop for all things power sports. Follow us on Facebook for inventory and store updates. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Back inside the field house on a cold January evening. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio courtside. 38-25, George Washington at 12-1 on the season, second-ranked team in Class Quad A.
So I don't know.
Got their hands full a little bit here with PHS, but they're starting to get a little breathing room.
A little bit. So Coach Green and his team is just coming out now with about 30 seconds left in the half. Not going to take any warm-up shots. We saw the Big Reds come out with about 3 minutes left in the half, and all they did was take 3-point threes. So maybe they're trying to zero in the mortar range to see where that is.
We talked about George Washington 12-1. One of the handful of teams that you could say is really the front runner for a berth in the Quad A Boys Championship game with your Morgantown, Parkersburg South. Even throw Wheeling Park into that group. And we pointed out before the game, Coach Fallon and Coach Leach from Parkersburg South are here to watch this game and see. We're going to run in a GW down in Charleston. Let's see what we're getting into.
Yeah, I guess Coach Green says if they win out, then they're playing in the Night of Champions as well for the MSAC. So here we get ready to start the third quarter.
PHS basketball to start the third here. Rodriguez, Cyrus, Fleming, Stanley, and Parsons, your five Big Reds on the floor.
Real strong man-to-man being played by GW.
Fleming in the corner working against Nickel, trying to back him down. He will try the fadeaway, and it's not there, but Quavon Cyrus cleans it up, but he's blocked again by Lewis. A couple times Quavon Cyrus has run into Lewis underneath and had his shot blocked. Nickel into the corner for three, not there. Loose basketball is picked up by Austin Fleming. And he will go insane to the basket and just throw it up, and he's going to go to the free throw line. And that's pretty much Austin Fleming's game in a nutshell, is just run at the basket, throw the ball up there, and see if you can catch a foul. As Lucas Deem, number 25, picks up his first foul, team's first. Going to put Austin Fleming on the line to shoot two, already 2 of 2 from the line tonight. Lewis, Deem, Lunsford, Nickel, and Hoffman, your 5 Patriots on the floor as Fleming hits the first one.
Coach Chrislip giving Quavon a little bit of talking to, just about style of play that he wants from him, I'd imagine.
We'll see a press from Parkersburg here in the third quarter as Hoffman is back out there. Collected 2 fouls in the first quarter and sat the rest of the first half.
Passes it into Lewis. Travel.
And a travel before the shot.
He got excited that he beat his man. He realized, hey, wait, if I take 3 more steps, I'll be closer to the basket. It'll go in.
That's the second time we've seen George Washington travel under the basket for either passes they weren't ready for or more space than they thought they had.
It just opened up, and it's like, oh.
It's Fleming out top. Over to Parsons. Parsons trying to shake Lunsford. Drops it to Fleming. To Rodriguez. Big Red showing some patience here on this possession, trailing by 11. Cyrus into Fleming. Fleming checked by Nickel.
Ball's been not put in the post yet. Just staying outside.
Here's Parsons in front of the big red bench. Goes around Deem, pulls up short, and it is collected by Lunsford. Into the corner, Lunsford for three, and he has been money in that corner all night, his third three-pointer.
Could you hear as they were passing this ball down around here, Coach Chrislop's yelling, hey, who's got him in the corner? And all of a sudden, they throw it over there, three.
Rodriguez will back it out between the circles. Parsons over to Stanley. Over to Quavon Cyrus, who has now drawn nickel. It's a man-to-man, but it kind of moves around a little bit. Fleming draws everybody in, now out to Rodriguez. And still no space to be had. Casey Stanley, dribble drive. Can't get it to go, and it's rebounded by Lewis underneath.
Just notice Hoffman just put his hands down, tried to get out of the way. It's like, I don't want to take that foul at all.
So a long possession for the Big Reds, but only one shot, and that's it. And a shove. It's going to go on Casey Stanley. His second, team's first. Casey Stanley will come out, and we'll see A.J. Ellis for the first time tonight. Big man. Quick inbound to Hoffman, and he gets the floater to go, and Brendan Hoffman has 5. The lead is out to 16.
So we've seen the Big Reds come down, be very methodical, passing around the perimeter. We've seen GW go down, quick passes, quick scores.
Parsons will pull up for a long three, and that's an air ball. Fleming flies in, saves it, and Quavon Cyrus has it. Rodriguez out to Cyrus, trying to find some space. These Patriots are everywhere. So Rodriguez a long three, he shorts it. Ellis can't save it, steps on the end line. George Washington basketball, and they're starting to panic now as Coach Chrislop calls times out. Timeout. I mean, not only are you settling for a three, you're settling for an NBA three.
Yeah, 5 to 6 feet beyond the arc, with nobody inside the rebound either. That's the other thing.
Yeah, it's I understand that they're a lot bigger than you underneath, but you still got to find a crack in there somewhere. Otherwise, you're going to spend your evening.
I'd be anxious to see
chucking them from the concession stand,
because they'll just keep moving back. GW will just like, right? But Ellis coming into the game right now, big body in there. Let's see what that does to Lewis. See if there's any kind of.
And if the Big Reds, from what I have seen this year, I've never seen that offense work inside out.
Okay.
So it's always just outside.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Hoffman will bring the ball up. I guess he got to stay in the game after that. Quavon, a little handsy.
Hoffman now has the mismatch against Ellis out top.
Yeah, Ellis should not be defending.
No, he should not. Here's Nickel for three, and he banks that one home. Ben Nickel has 14. The lead is out to 19. Parsons trying to find some space to Rodriguez, curls around, mid-range jumper is good. Nate Rodriguez, his first basket of the night, comes with just over 4 minutes to go in the third. That's how he was against Belper. He didn't score till the second half. Hoffman into the corner to Deem for three. That one is short, and Parsons with the rebound. Got tangled up with Nickel a little bit, and he's slow to get up the floor. Rodriguez for three. That was well off the mark, but somehow Fleming comes flying in there to catch it. And Parsons is visibly uncomfortable. Nice pass to Ellis, but he traveled. And Parsons is going to come out and going to try and walk it off as Andrew Stallnicker has checked in for the Big Reds.
Ellis got a big smile on his face like he knows I had that easy too. I shouldn't.
That's the break they're looking for, is to find that gap in the defense. And it was a turnover. Nickel goes baseline, going to be double teamed, and his pass picked off by Ellis. Outlet pass to Quavon Cyrus up against Hoffman, blocks it! pins it against the glass, and GW comes back the other way. Goot has it knocked away by Stolniker, and here comes Fleming, 1-on-2. You know he's taking that one. He does, off glass, and Cyrus cleans it up. Quavon Cyrus has 5, his first bucket since the first quarter.
Got Coach Green wanting a timeout.
First timeout of the game called by George Washington. It's still a comfortable 15-point lead.
I would imagine Coach Green's a little worried about how scattergoried and the intensity the PHS did that. Probably wants to get his guys to calm down a little bit, look at the scoreboard, enjoy the lead, and do what we do or do what you do. But yeah, that was just kind of really.
So, is this a don't get sucked into the chaos?
Yes, yes.
kind of thing?
You control your tempo, you control your game, and don't let the.
It seems like the Big Reds kind of thrive off chaos. It's bodies flying everywhere. It's wild shots. It's
one's
guys
a
off
pinball
balance.
machine, and the other one's a bowling alley. It just goes down and scores, and the other one's just ping, 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 and that's what we're seeing.
Back on the air Saturday night from the jungle in Marietta as the Tigers will host the Belpre Golden Eagles. Ought to be a fun one Saturday night. Hope you'll join us for that one here on CAS 45, as well as the CAS Cable Facebook page and the CAS Cable, CAS Media YouTube page. You can also go there and watch games that we've had all season long. I believe we've got 18 games scheduled. This is game 14. And Hoffman goes in. Charge! Called on Hoffman, and that is his third.
Offensive foul on GW's Brendan.
And out of the timeout, Coach Green says, what are you doing?
He's like, you had the pull-up. Why didn't you take the pull-up?
And that 2-3 zone now has come out to almost the circles for GW. You called it. They're just going to come out farther.
Just keep coming out. Now we're out to
Rodriguez baseline. Out to Stolniker for 3. In and out, no good. Ellis fighting for the rebound, but can't get it away from Lewis. And GW has it. And Nickel will walk it up the floor. Goot in the corner for 3. Hits that one.
his second 3 for the night.
10 points for Ashton Goot off the bench.
Ellis in the middle was open, still open, give
Give
and
it
go.
Stallnaker reverse, not there. Ellis can't get it, knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Big Reds. Parsons back in, Stanley back in, Ellis will come out.
Ellis gave him some good minutes.
And Cyrus comes out. Quick inbounds and a quick 3 from Parsons, and Hoffman swoops in for the rebound. But Fleming picks his pocket, loose basketball.
Oh, he's going to get hit again.
That's going to be on Hoffman?
Yeah, I imagine.
And that's 4.
That's 4.
Brendan Hoffman, that's his 4th. Team third.
And he is headed for the chairs again, and Deem will take his spot. Deem, along with Nickel, Dennison, Kelly, and Goot. Your 5 Patriots on the floor. Fleming with the basketball. Sends it back out to Rodriguez. He's got the mismatch against Nickel. I guess it's a mismatch. Nickel's just as fast as anybody else is out there. Fleming out top against Dennison. To Stanley, over to Parsons. Corner to Rodriguez, goes baseline. Nice drop pass to Fleming, and Fleming will lay it up and in. Austin Fleming has 11 points, and the lead is 16.
I don't know if whenever you were little, if you got in trouble and your parents didn't yell at you, you felt like you actually got it worse than if they just yelled at you. And that's kind of what happened over there with Coach Green.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I'm just, no eye contact. I think I'll just go sit down. I know I've got 4 fouls. You don't need to tell me.
Casey Stanley picks up his 3rd foul, team foul number 2. He checks out, as well as Fleming. Quavon Cyrus is back in, and Trey Wilson is also back in. Here's Kelly, checked by Stallnaker. Over to Dennison. Now Nickel with Quavon Cyrus in his pocket. 45 seconds left here in this third quarter. Big Red's trying to battle back against a very good GW team. Is Goot underneath to Kelly, and a whistle.
Stallnaker will pick up his second foul. A little trip there. A lot of bodies running in that basket weave kind of deal. Ellis coming back in.
A.J. Ellis in, Andrew Stallnaker out. 16-point lead. It was 13 at the end of the third. Out to 16 now for GW. PHS can't seem to make up any ground. Nice inbound pass to Brandon Dennison, who lays it up and in, his first basket of the game. Parsons wide open for three. That's good. His first bucket since the first quarter when he hit three triples.
So all 12 of his points coming from beyond the arc tonight. 15 seconds left in this quarter. Oh, nice feed.
Kelly underneath against Ellis, and he will lay it up and in. Chuck Kelly has 4 points tonight. 5, 4, 3. Parsons for the long three. Back iron, no good. Rodriguez back out to him at the buzzer. Not good.
No.
And we'll go to the fourth. George Washington 53, Parkersburg 36. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation here on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
Hi there, I'm Brianna Stevens, and are you looking to buy or sell a home? Keep it simple and sell with Stevens.
You have to have harmony in music as well as in real estate transactions. Let us make real estate music together.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We have 2 locations at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
Getting ready for the fourth quarter, Brian Guthrie and Joe Oliverio.
Hey, we saw the cheerleaders out there. Ran into a few of them at Wendy's. I guess Acapella Choir is having a fundraiser tonight. Also, February 10th, trying to raise money to send the Acapella Choir to Atlanta for a choral competition. So kind of neat to see some Red Wings in the choir. And
Hoffman lays it up and in for GW. What's happening on the 10th? Are they on bingo?
A bingo here at in the cafeteria to raise money to send that Acapella Choir. And
Rodriguez can't answer on the other end, and it's rebounded by Deem. Ahead to Hoffman.
You notice he didn't think about going in and maybe drawing a charge.
Pull-up jumper from him.
He's like, Coach, if you put me back in, I promise not to get my 5th foul, and I'll give you 4 points right out of the shoot in less than a minute.
Parsons drives the lane. It's not there. Fleming for the putback. He can't get it to go. Loose ball tipped out on the floor, and a whistle.
Casey Stanley picks up his 4th. He's like, I didn't foul him. I don't know how he got to the ground.
The wind.
Coach Chrislip checking out the official like, seriously? But it was a good call.
A 15-11 quarter for GW in the third. And already 4-0.
A lefty.
7-0 here in the
and we
fourth.
Got a timeout.
Nickel only had 1 basket in the third quarter, a 3-pointer, and he hits another 3 here in the fourth as PHS burns timeout number 4. 17 points now for Ben Nickel.
Oh, I was doing it like 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17. You're right.
Throw out our thanks again to DeCarlo's Pizza, Grand Central Avenue in Vienna for feeding the crew tonight. Fantastic pizza. Had some deep-fried Oreos.
Deep-fried Oreos.
Good stuff. You're going to take some of that pizza home with you, right?
Oh, no, I don't need pizza. I'm Italian.
Everybody. Sweat pizza. Nice Italian boy
Nice
like you takes
Italian.
pizza home. So check out DeCarlo's Pizza, Grand Central Avenue in Vienna. Fantastic stuff from them.
If I took home that pizza, I'd probably need Staley Law mediation in order to try to help me, whether I got the pizza or my wife got
Well,
the
there's
pizza.
plenty you can share. I mean, my goodness. Or eat it on the way home. You've got like a half-hour drive.
What was it, like 24 pieces in that pizza or something? 30?
You start folding it.
Folding.
and sandwiching that.
Mexican pizza.
Yeah,
Make 'em
trust
into
me,
tacos.
man, it can be done, all right? Out of the PHS timeout. It is Parsons, Rodriguez, Fleming, Stanley, and Quavon Cyrus. Lunsford,
the original
Lewis,
starter, yeah.
Nichols, Hoffman, and Deem out there for George Washington here.
Original starters for GW.
Casey Stanley to David Parsons. He'll go baseline, floater off the mark. Follows a shot, has the rebound. Left-handed reverse putback, not there. And Lunsford will come away with a loose basketball. Nickel drops it to Hoffman. Stutter steps into the corner. Nickel off the mark. Rebound Quavon Cyrus pushing it back the other way. Here's Fleming, lost the handle, and it's a turnover.
I was about to say, we haven't seen a lot of turnovers for as fast-paced as this game is.
PHS usually a victim of unforced errors. That hasn't been the case tonight.
We've seen shots that, surprise people and shots that don't go in, but we really haven't seen them throw the ball away, either team.
Goot is in as Deem heads out for George Washington as we close in on 6 minutes to go in the ballgame. Nice pass underneath to Hoffman, and he will drop it off to Lewis. Follows his shot, puts it in. No, Lewis has 5, his first bucket since the first quarter. And we're going to see a line change for the Big Reds at the next dead ball as Rodriguez out to Parsons. 3 on the way, front of the iron, and Goot collects it. Nickel goes head-to-head with Stanley. He'll go to the floor, and I think that's going to do it for Casey Stanley.
Yes.
And it is Casey Stanley will foul out of this game with 4 points, all in the first quarter. Rodriguez, Parsons, and Fleming will follow him to the bench.
Coach Green using one of those opportune times to say, hey, if they're bringing in 5, I'm allowed without a timeout to have my guys match up. So he's asking the official over here, just hold the ball for a second. Let me get 5 on 5. Okay, everybody got their man? Let's go play ball.
Ellis, Trey Wilson. We're seeing JT Corbin wearing 32 in for the first time. Isaiah Walker, number 21, is in the game. Matthew Stallnicker, 12, is in the game. And Ben Nickel, another 3. $20 for him as the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Big Reds. Chuck Kelly at the table to check in for George Washington.
It's kind of neat to see JT Corbin out there. He was an elementary student of mine, and when I was at Worthington Elementary as a principal. So these kids grow up, don't you?
Lunsford out. Dennison in for Lewis. I don't know what you're talking about.
So with an almost 30-point lead, you just wonder how long Nickel and
are
Hoffman are going to stay in there.
Nickel would be the first one that I would take
this
out.
type of game.
JT Corbin for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Hits the support, which
Oh,
I
yeah.
know now is out of bounds.
Hit the top of the backboard before, but now you know it's the support that causes it to be out of bounds.
And Patriots will finish out,
And
pulling
look
out
who's
their
coming
5.
out.
Nickel
Look
and
who's coming
Hoffman
out.
will come out.
Okay. Coach Green must have heard us.
Yeah.
We don't need to roll an ankle out there with an all-state player.
55, Matthew Mullen is in for the first time tonight. So, Goot, Mullen, Kelly, Dennison. Who am I missing? Deem back into the game.
Nichols leaves the game with 20 points tonight with 4 threes.
GW putting on a clinic, moving the basketball around here, even with the second team in. And Goot will back it back out at 4.5 to go in the ball game.
Coach Green walking down his bench right now. Let's see where he's going. Down there and get Michael Lowe, see if he wants to put him in. Jump ball.
42, Max Moore.
The big red ball on the held ball.
Michael Lowe is in. Goot is out. Here's Corbin. Over to Walker. Trying to find somewhere to go.
Walker's, that's not going to be a place for you in there.
Solniker drives in, and a shove called on GW.
I think 32. No. 12. 21.
Chuck Kelly's second.
Team fouls 5-4, 5 on the Big Reds.
Chuck Kelly will check out. Number 30, Gail Lamb, one of the sophomores on this team, will check in as Coach Green is emptying his bench here with 3:45 to go.
You notice this offense with the Big Reds starts at about the 28-foot line. Everything goes in, then it comes back out.
I told you.
There's a volleyball line right there, easy to see. Pass it back out. It's like they can't get any penetration.
No, they've been switching back and forth, as we'll see Corbin for 3. That's off the mark. Ellis put back, not there. Wilson flies in for the rebound. His shot is blocked. And coming out of there is Lamb for GW.
Just a quick sub. We're going to bring some.
What are we doing? He looks
wa-
at Coach Chris. Are you going
wants
to
a
make me call a timeout or not?
He wants a timeout to bring that sub in. He's like, okay.
Coach Christoph goes, whatevs.
Just bring him in.
Yeah.
He can't.
I believe number 30, Gail Lamb, I believe he was the top scorer in the JV game, which GW won the JV game 68-61 in a hotly contested game. It was a lot of fun to watch. But he put in like 26 in the JV game.
Oh.
Now getting a quarter on his varsity ledger tonight. GW moving it around everywhere. Here's Moore for 3.
Jackson Morgan picks up a 3. And looks like PHS is going to come through with another line change.
Who's your 42?
Jackson Morgan.
Jackson Morgan.
We originally had him as 44, but they had a couple number changes there.
Oh, there it is. Ha ha! Now I got it.
I got you covered, buddy. I got you covered. Coach Grignon, hold. Doesn't want his, he just wants to see if they can run the plays, not run the speed.
So 42 Jackson Morgan, 44 Zane Saunders. Make sure I get these names right here. 55 Matthew Mullen in the game.
Very methodical with their passes.
A 32-point lead for GW. And
okay, Coach Green's going to use one of his timeouts so that PHS can get their subs in, because we're at a minute 38 here. That's kind of class act that gentleman is. Coach Crisler probably would have done the same thing for him.
Yep, go ahead.
GW's got the ball. They can keep running it out. Let's get those other PHS Big Reds in to get some time.
So into the game for Parkersburg. 15, Isaac Daly. 32, JT Corbin.
31, Landon Bryant.
I don't even have a 33. 13, Owen Collins. Is there one of those rosters I gave you, maybe? It's on there? Patriots willing to dribble this one out. Here it comes. Oh! And Gail Lamb will step on the sideline, and it's a turnover.
No.
That's pretty good. You're going to empty the benches, and there's only one guy. We don't know who it is. 68-36 as the Patriots are going to come out winners in this one. 13-1 on the season. And they will be back at home on the Hill to take on Capital.
You know, GW's got a heck of a band director down there named Mark Hardman. Longtime colleague and
You
friend.
waited till there was 20 seconds left to bring it up. I admire your restraint.
Mark and I go way back. But heck of a program for George Washington there. I know he's retiring this year, and they're going to miss him a lot.
So George Washington will run to 13-1. Back to take on Capital on Saturday. Parkersburg will fall to 4-13. And they are off until the 31st when they will play Hurricane. 68-36, your final score as PHS goes scoreless in the fourth quarter.
You know, I had that at the bottom of my sheet, and I thought,
that
okay,
can't
be right. And then I looked up at the scoreboard and was like, yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, it was a 13-0 fourth quarter for GW to put this one away. And GW looks every bit of the state contender that we kind of figured we were going to see and what people were expecting out of the Patriots tonight, and that is what they delivered. Ben Nickel, your game-high scorer for GW with 20 points tonight. David Parsons, your leading scorer for the Big Reds with 12 on 4 3-pointers that he hit this evening.
Austin Fleming had 11 for the Big Reds. So pretty close to there. And then really they didn't have much scoring otherwise.
No.
Cuevas had 5. Casey Stanley had 4. Andrew Stoniker had 2. And Nate Rodriguez had that 2. And that was it.
That was it. So the rough season continues for Coach Crislip and his Big Reds. GW rumbling on towards the state tournament. We're back on Saturday in Marietta. Belpre boys taking on the homestanding Tigers Saturday night. I'll be there. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
It's going to be good. Might as well come with us. It's going to be a good time.
Good time. And if they can't come with us, who should they tune into?
I believe CAS 45 or CAS Cable on Facebook or CAS Media on YouTube.
All kinds
for the
of
entire
choices.
CAS 45 crew. That's Joe Oliverio. I'm Brian Guthrie. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you Saturday night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.